close that window. As much as I love Gnome Ann, she doesn't need me to alert. She's doing good. Ow. Mm. I should do like, honestly, I should do like, you know, full body, full body images of these characters too. But that is not happening today. Well, it might. It might. If I'm drawing long enough, and if there's enough people that are interested in actually watching me do it, then I could do that. So tell your friends and say, get your asses over here. This dude's drawing shit, and we can tell him what to draw, and he's gonna do it, and it has to be related to D&D themes. But it's amazeballs anyway, because he's so amazing. Oh yeah, yeah, and maybe not, but either way. If you're new to my Facebook page and you've never seen me draw before, you're welcome. If you hate it, you're still welcome. If you're new to Action Surge and you've never seen me draw before, you're also welcome. And we are trying to get like subs and likes to the Action Surge page there on Twitch. So if you would be so kind, make sure you give us a follow and follow us over there on YouTube. Come join us on Discord. Try to have some discussion with us about the show. Like, tell us what you like about it. Tell us what you don't like about it. If you don't like the DM and that DM is me, definitely tell me. But like, try to be gentle because I have sensitive feelings. And if you love it, definitely tell me because I want my ego inflated. And if you want a date, that's an entirely different thing. But let's hear your pitch. Okay, so again, if you want, I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, you should be able to see this pretty good. But if you want a comparison, I'll give you a comparison in just a moment, like what I'm doing for this versus the Hero Forge character that they did, or that I did, or whatever, whoever did this one. So there's the comparison, brief comparison anyway. If you guys see the camera move, that's because it's on like a, I don't know, like a bouncy uh, mount tripod type thing. It's not really a tripod. It's just like a camera mount type thing. Okay. So I'm mostly interested in seeing what Ashley and James have to say about their characters when they see what I did here. Oh, cheap viewers on streamboo.net. Oh, guess what? You're getting banned. Banathon. It might be a banathon instead. You don't even know. See how it works? It could be a banathon rather than a subathon. If you play your cards right, I mean. Hello, Arsonist. How are you? Thanks for joining us here in chat. I'm doing characters from the Action Surge campaigns that we do. We do them every weekend. We do different campaigns. Some weekends we take off because of holidays or whatever. It's a lot like your normal D&D playthroughs, like a normal D&D, like you'd play at your house, basically. But we just stream it. And I'm doing drawings of the characters. I can't get rid of this thing now. Unban. I said unban. Let me try this. Nope, it's not letting me do it. Get rid of this. There we go. Okay. Okay then. Based on that comment, I would recommend, just be careful how much acid you take. Or shrooms. I'm using the fine liner type thing to get in here and do some of this detail, because when I do the female face, it's a little bit more subtle, a little bit more soft. I will be giving these pictures away too for anybody who's watching. I'll be giving these pictures away once we get enough likes and follows. Likes and or follows, I should say. We're up to 198 followers here on Twitch, and we want to get up to more. We're already an affiliate, but we'd like to get more viewers, and we'd like to get more stuff out there. That's why I'm broadcasting in the art thing right now too. Is just because I'm actually doing art for the game. So the art category seemed appropriate. You follow us there, Arsonist. You follow Action Surge on Twitch here. Oh, yeah, it's automated by Stream Elements. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, you got timed out. It says message too long. You had a real long message apparently. Timed out by Stream Elements. Who's there still watching on Facebook? Anybody? No viewers on Facebook currently. We got 6 reactions though. That's nice. But would like more viewers. That's why I'm doing it live. I know if I would do it while people were awake, it'd probably work out better, right? I am doing it while people are awake. You guys realize this, right? Because I'm awake. But the thing is probably most of the people that are actually awake are in the UK or further to the east. And I can't please everybody all the time. Plus, this will be on video. You can go watch it on YouTube later. Because I know everybody likes looking at my my extremely handsome forehead. As much of it as there is. There's so much of it. They're like, man, that dude's got a big forehead. I never seen a man that had that big of a forehead before. He must be part Cephalopacosaurus or something, whatever. Rhamphorhynchus. I don't know, something. Here's this. Okay, so this I have comments, but can everyone see this? I wonder if I put, can I put at highlight in there if it works? No, it don't work. Oh, highlights, no. It just said, and everyone see this. Can even. There you go. Yep, whatever. So the hard part about Tharja is going to be that she has like black hair, like all jet black hair. So it's going to be kind of interesting coloring it in the way it needs to look and such. Are you timed back in, Arsonist? I don't know if you're back on or what. I think your message was too long as all. It must have been, if it was a copy and paste, that can happen. I don't know why the message was too long. I'm going to have to look at that. Ow. But thank you, first time in chatter. I hope you are enjoying what you're seeing. Hope you come back and watch us play D&D sometime. Or I've just started playing Baldur's Gate 3, the video game, so maybe come watch that sometime. We're going to do a thing where we start an arena battle type thing for anybody who knows how to play D&D. We're going to do like an arena battle, and we're going to do like a this thing like a Monday Night Monster Brawl or Friday Night Fights or something like that. We're going to do things where the public can join in on via Discord. To be momentarily vetted, but yeah, so the public can join in on via Discord and play some D&D with us. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Ow, that hurts. Just a hair. So yeah, my hand is gonna get cramped up because I'm not used to drawing like I used to, like as often as I used to, as long as I used to. But you know, we're gonna shake it off, take a break, whatever we need to do, and then keep going. Maybe I should just do, you know what I should do? Maybe I wonder if I could switch the screen share on Facebook. It is a good question. It is a very good question. Huh. Hmm. Guess not. if I get too into my drawing and I don't know, like I can't see who's all interacting, so if I get too into my drawing, then I don't get to know for sure who's, if people are interacting, but that's okay. As I said before, we'll be able to track who's new, because we'll be able to look at the Twitch channel essentially and be like, oh, did anybody add? And then be like, oh, look, it was at 198, and now, you know, several other people have added. You know. Well, you know what? I just thought of something. Oh, I'm a genius. See, if I had thought of this stuff earlier, I could have done this earlier. Here, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do this. We're going to go... hold on one second. I'm going to move this over to here. We're going to change this around to where that's small. And we're going to move this to like so. I'm going to change this to like so. There we go. Oh, whoa, what the heck happened there? What in the world is going on right now? I just created a paradox in this space-time dimension, apparently. I don't know what's going on. Never mind. Just leave that like that. Alright, we'll just leave that like that then. I was thinking... Holy crow. I thought streaming Twitch might have been a good idea, depending on how I did that, but we'll set it up another time, though, now that I have the idea. Let's see if we can manage anyway. So our next scheduled stream for Action Surge 5e will be this Friday. This Friday, we did the Rise of the Drow last Friday, so yeah, so this Friday, and it will be the Grim Harvest. It will be Grim Harvest at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can come and watch Grim Harvest. You can see all these characters. We got Gavor Runehammer, who we already did. And this is Tharja. And I believe Tharja got her name from an anime of some sort, maybe, or a cartoon, or some other book. I don't know. But yeah, this is Tharja. She's a blood elf sorceress. Her favorite spell to cast is Witch Bolt. She loves her some Witch Bolt. Okay, so I wanted that Sharpie, but I need to get a better one because I don't know if that one didn't seem to be working too well. Oh, and it didn't seem too sharp either, so that could be a bad thing. Keep an eye on those numbers, people. Come over here. Action Surge 5e. Twitch.tv/Action Surge 5e. If you're watching me on Facebook, head on over there. Head on over to twitch.tv/Action Surge, all one word, and 5e. All part of that same thing, but the number 5 and the letter E. So Action Surge 5e over on Twitch. It's also on YouTube. We're at youtube.com and then slash, I believe. Yeah, slash at the at symbol Action Surge 5e. I believe. Let me double check on that because I'm not 100% sure I'm telling you the truth. But I will double check real quick. So yeah, and if you go to our Action Surge 5e page over there on Twitch, if you go to twitch.tv/Action Surge 5e, you can find our Facebook page, you can find our Twitter page, our YouTube page, our Patreon. Uh-oh. That's what happens when you go to YouTube without warning. So I just ummed myself, and I ummed again. Okay, so where are we? We are, yeah, at Action Surge 5, youtube.com/at Action Surge 5e. For anybody who's watching this via Facebook. Now, because I don't have like a bunch of viewers just like jumping in right now per se, it might be kind of difficult to do a giveaway the way I had planned on doing so. So we may have to do sort of a delayed giveaway, which will be basically based, I think, on a I'll probably set up a giveaway here on the Twitch channel while we're streaming, because we usually have at least 4 or 5 viewers anyways. And we're trying to get more steady viewers for sure. And we're trying to get people interested in just watching this, whether you can watch it in real time or not. After Friday, when we're doing this, or on Friday when we do the Grim Harvest campaign at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will also upload anything that we did video-wise to the YouTube channel. And that way people can watch it on the YouTube channel. So who's into the late night streaming? Hey, how's it going, Daniel? You can join me over there on the Discord if you feel like it. I just got out of work. I'm thinking. I'm on the, but you know, your voice will come through the stream, so that is part of that. But well, actually, your voice might not come through the stream unless I put it on that. I will probably put your voice through the stream, so that way people don't think I'm as crazy as I am. Something like that. They'd be like, why is he always talking to himself? Like, well, sometimes I need expert advice. Or it's okay, I'm a good listener. All right, sounds good. Maybe after this here, after Grim Harvest, we'll get to do some of the Rise characters. Aren't you in? Wait. Aren't you in two campaigns though, Daniel? Aren't you in Rise and something else? Yeah. You're in No Good Deed. Yeah. So maybe we do a Januka character, Januka drawing. Oh, I hear you. Are you there? Oh, there you go. I heard you. Gotcha. I heard you go bling. Oh, now it's coming back. My voice is coming back to me. Just turn me down. Most people do. Especially women. They always turning me down. They're all like, no, I just want to be friends. Okay, they don't actually say that. They're usually just like, no, thank you. It's not you, it's me. That's definitely a thing. Of course, of course, when they say that it's not you, it's me. I just usually tend to agree with them. I'm like, I know it's you because I'm awesome. I don't think that goes over well, but hey, sometimes you got to do for you. I think if somebody said, whether it's male or female, if somebody said it's not you, it's me, like because guys will use that line too on women, but if somebody said that and you said, well, look, I realize already that you're a piece of shit, but I think I want to go out with you anyway, then I don't think it'd go over well, but I think somebody should do that. I think that somebody could be me in the near future. I don't know, but we'll see. See how things go. Are you seeing the drawing? Are you in the disc? Are you watching in the Discord? Or are you watching on Twitch? Good, good. Yeah, this is Tharja from the Grim Harvest. Yep. I don't know if you were in there long enough for me to hear about Tharja from Grim Harvest campaign. I'll put up the side by side comparison real quick here. Where is she? There she goes. So I'm not doing it exactly like the Hero Forge thing, but that's what her Hero Forge, character kind of looks like. And it does weird things in that. Okay. Stop doing weird things. I didn't tell you to do weird things. Tindris. Tindris Valroris. Tindris Valroris. People would be absolutely in shock about how much shit I remember when it's not important. Because, like, come game day and I need to know your fucking character's last name, I'll be like, oh, shit, what was the character's last name again? But now, because it's not important right now, it's not a super important thing. I can remember that shit like it's nothing. All right. You could tell me that in a whisper, or you could tell me like that beforehand. But now some people will see this. Somebody will see this. Probably James. But somebody might see this and go, oh, what is he talking about? So at least there's a little bit of intrigue there. But you could tell me between the well, he's not in that campaign, but that doesn't mean he'll keep his mouth shut. He gets excited about stuff. He does really good not to metagame though for real, but he might get excited and tell somebody, or he might actually just get excited and be like, I know what that is. I know what's going on there. Yeah, but I mean I'm just saying like because if he sees it on the stream, they didn't know you're an Avarial. You know what Avarials are, right? So in the Forgotten Realms, the Avarials were winged elves. They still exist somewhat. They're very very rare. At least in my Forgotten Realms, they exist. They're very very rare. But the important thing to know is that aside from them being very very rare, the reason that they're very rare is there's this thing every once in a while a thing happens called the Rage of Dragons, and dragons just go crazy population wise on the planet, you know, and cause all sorts of havoc in the process, like um but one of the things during I believe it was during the last Rage of Dragons, I think that's when it happened. I can't remember for sure. Forgotten Realms lore, you'd have to look it up. But Avarials all are basically one of the favored foods of several types of dragons. And so during the last Rage of Dragons, the Avarials were all but wiped out. Yeah, San Diego. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, and I was gonna say it's also a 5 year, like a 5 year process essentially to get in there. Yeah, yeah. Comic convention. Yeah, 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 yeah. And it's a different state, isn't it, or no? Oh, oh, is this the one where it was like it was an anime group or something like? Was that you? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Mm-hmm. Wow. That that's gonna, as I say, that might actually alienate people to the Baltimore Comic Con or whatever it is. Like the people, fans don't like that. Not usually. They don't like. I mean, they don't mind the competition, but they don't mind. They don't like it usually when people are straight up dicks to, especially a independent press and small press. You know, like that's not good. Yeah, yeah. Well, I remember when I was going to the Motor City Comic Con back in the day. Uh, the owner slash organizer of that event got mad because I ran my own comic convention, little one, you know, and I ran it like a couple of years in a row, and they got mad the second year and they didn't want my flyers on the table and they threw them all out. And you know, there's a whole table full of flyers of different comic conventions and shit like that. Like, you know, that's what the table is essentially for. But he got mad because I had flyers on his table, and you know, and when I asked him why, you know, what was going on, he's like, "Well, 'cause you're my competition." And I'm how am I your competition? You know, like you have, you know, they had like I think 28,000 people through there that year or some shit like that, and it was like, and I had like 1,000 total through mine. You know, and it's like if I'm your competition, you're doing something way wrong. But how am I the competition and not everybody else that had their flyers up on that table? You know. And then so I talked to him and whatever, and we sorted it out or whatever a little bit. But it was kind of like, man, what the heck, really? And he also, yeah, and he's like, I spend all kinds of money on my flyers, and you got these, you know, nickel ass flyers or whatever. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's because I can't afford to have big ass flyers. Unless like that's like all these other photocopied flyers that you see on this table. You know, like why am I the enemy and why am I the threat all of a sudden? You know, like well, because I'm dangerous because I'm closer than a lot of the other comic cons. Well, that's not even true because I was up in Birch Run. You know, he's in Detroit. Like like it's about where he was is almost 2 hours from Birch Run. Yeah, and you know, mine's a first year con. His has been go it had been go his has been his had been going for like 20 years at the time or some shit like that. If I am doing any comic book signing at Third Eye Blind, I don't know anything about that. What is that? Oh, uh, no, I don't know. I don't think so. Probably that's probably Jason Natel might be doing that. Is that here in Michigan or? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and if okay, so here's a problem with the name Brian Germain. There's another Brian Germain who does comic type stuff, and he lives in Florida, I believe. And then there's another Brian Germain, and I thought like we should get together and make like a coalition of Brian Germain's evil geniuses for a better tomorrow. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, point is I thought that it'd be really cool for us to, you know, get together and, you know, the three Brians. I don't know, fucking I don't know. But anyway, so this one guy, so when I first started doing like I've been doing computer stuff for ages, like forever, you know, since I was 12, and I knew how to get my name out there in search engines and Google and all that stuff. and I did it all on my own, and I got a lot of the popularity that I've got off of the internet. I got it based on the idea that um I set stuff up to do that. Well, the problem is money trumps know-how almost every time, unless the know-how is also making money. So this guy who is he's a skydiver who's also named Brian Germain. Uh, he got a little. He didn't get like aggressive, but it felt very passive aggressive, where basically he was like, well, there's some people who are getting confused as to who's who, and I think you need to, not be on my page. Like he didn't want me on his public Facebook page because he was afraid that people would confuse me with him. And I'm like, well, you are a white guy around my same age. You do also have a somewhat big nose, so I guess I can see that, but you're also a skydiver, and Brian Germain is not the most uncommon name out there, I'm sure. I know at least four of them, including these two other dudes. You know, so it's like I can imagine that it's not the most uncommon name. I mean, like it's not John Smith, but it's fucking. I mean, you know, it's also not. You know, some of their crazy name. But at any rate, so I got off his page, and he went and found that I was the number one name on Google when you search the name Brian Germain, and went and paid for a bunch of SEO stuff and Google services and stuff like that. And so now I am not the number one name. He is like the first. He is like the first five, and I am like number 6 or 8 or 10 or 12. Like that, depending on what you're looking at. But at any rate, I'm not worried about it because then people would ask me for commissions. People still ask me for commissions, but sorry, folks. I will do commissions again one day. One day in the future. In the future, way down the line, somewhere in the future, I will do commissions once again, but I will not do them right now if I can help it. And if you want me to do a commission, I will do a commission, but I'm going to give you the I don't want to do it price, which won't be good for you. You may still be satisfied. Sometimes when I give people that price, they just don't even blink and go, okay. And I'm like, I wish I would have done higher then, but it's okay. It's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. This is Tharja here. Let me over up the screen a little. I can't get the. We can put her sideways. Ta-da! Getting there. Ouch. No, I haven't done a real Comic Con thing. Like I haven't done when I say a real Comic Con, I haven't really went all out and set up at a Comic Con in a couple of years. Several years actually, since probably before COVID, I think. Before the shutdown. So what I'm doing here is here's the one at Gavor I did. Show this on there. Gavor Runehammer from the Grim Harvest campaign. And one of the things I'm doing, I'm doing like a thing where I'm trying to get people to sub. Unfortunately, I don't know how many people will actually come in late at night to sub to art slash D&D type stuff. Um, Unless they're from the UK, maybe. Yeah, yeah. I think we had like this last time. We had a couple people crit even, didn't we? Let me use my. Okay. Anyway, can't remember who all critted. I think Tinder's critted, but I thought maybe Farkas maybe was the other one. Can't remember who. No, maybe it was Rich. I don't remember. That's the big thing about like doing the action search thing is like right now is like almost everybody has a real job, which is good, but it's also like uh, you know, if you wanted to do like role playing games the whole time, you know, a real job can help or hinder that, you know. Yep. So this is trying to promote to get subs, trying to promote to get likes and followers, and just doing this to get some more notice for the channel, if at all. I don't know if you notice, I'm over there on Facebook streaming too right now. Um, I figured you'd probably just see me on Action Surge or something, or see me in a message or whatever, but not sure. I started out with like 3 viewers on Facebook. They must have got tired of watching though, or they went to bed because it's not everybody's up late at night. So I said if I get viewers at this late at night, it's probably people from the UK. I need to do one of these earlier in the day. And just plan on earlier in the day. Having some trouble with how to get it set up too, though. That's been a little bit of an issue. Because Facebook streaming is not exactly the same as Twitch streaming, and I need to also um, resubscribe to the one thing where it's like where I can multi-stream. I can stream to Facebook and Twitch and all that at the same time without jumping through hoops. Because right now the only way I'm able to stream to Facebook is I'm doing like a screen capture on Facebook. So I'm actually on Facebook streaming through Facebook, and I'm actually on Twitch, Streamlabs or whatever, streaming through there. Yeah. Well, I've been telling Zach, like I've been telling a couple people, uh, like if they're doing streaming, and depending on what you're streaming, like might be good to get together and do like together streams, like like cross streams, so that way, you know, uh, channels can double promote, cross promote. Yeah. So yeah, but I mean, yep. And I would just play that on my MaDnEsS Pale channel, and if we were playing at the same time, and we could find some other people that were streamers that were playing or whatever, then they might be willing to kind of jump in and or play or however you want to do it. But I bet it doesn't even have a. I wonder if Twitch even has a City of Heroes category. They should. Got so many other games, but could just do it as general gaming or something. Gotcha. And Homecoming is the one that we actually play too, right? So I spent way more time on Tharja than I did in Gavor, but Gavor's a bit easier, a little less detail. Plus, I've already done one of Gavor. I've got him somewhere besides the one I did tonight. Anyway, I figure if we can get enough likes and follows from this, then I got a dice tower I'm going to give away, and I've got a um, like each one of these drawings here, I'm willing to give away. Played some Hunt Showdown earlier with Steve and Sergio. We should get some people, more people to the Discord, more people viewing, that kind of thing, interacting with the Discord too to some degree. Like chatting and whatever. That'd be good. Get conversation going between cast and the public. And that kind of thing. It's a tough sell. I would not have realized how much work went into doing the stream stuff had I not done it. So like, if anybody's thinking about doing it, I would, like, people would be like, just don't, but like, I'm not that kind of person. I'm saying just do it. If you're thinking about getting into it and want to, just try it. Like, if nothing else, it'll give you something to do, and it'll give you a new appreciation of what actually goes into making like a quality stream. Too. And it's easier too if you have like money that you can put into whatever, or throw into different things, or people that to help you make things for the stream or whatever. But yeah, I believe those are black too. Those inserts. Only had to ban one person tonight. One of those ad bot streamer ad bot things. Yeah, they're a pain for sure. If if you if you want extra streamers, you can go here. The number of streamers you'll get is the best of any whatever blah blah blah. Now, I haven't used any of those, but I feel like those are just a big scam anyways. I don't know. Maybe not. Either way, I ban them. Most of the Twitch channels and stuff that I see don't have that going on like regularly. So somebody's either out there, they've got them blocked, or they've been banning them or whatever. Somebody's one of their mods is banning them. Oh, her lips are I forgot, her lips are black lipstick type things too. They're just costing me a lot of ink. Alright, there's Tharja. I got Tharja done. As done as Tharja's gonna get. Well, until I color it in, but that's a whole different process, and that's not on here. 25. Alright. Who's next? Someone from Grim Harvest. Who else is in Grim Harvest that we want to do? I have to look here real quick. Grim Harvest. So I know Joe was in Grim Harvest, but now he's in with you guys in the No Good Deed. So I could do Grandolith. Oops. Mission Surge. Palace of Drakes. I don't think I have that. Maybe I do. Didn't think I had that. Content sharing. External journal. There we go. Okay, so we have Joe was in there. We have James. Okay, so John and Tina was in there. So, but currently we have John in there, right? I think John is in there. Oh, Zach. Zach. We got Luther. I've done one of Luther before too, though. So maybe we should do Luther anyways, though. What is John's? Oh, John's character is Garnet. That's John's character. All right, you know what? We'll do John's character. Garnet. I don't think Garnet has a last name. Oh yeah, Garnet Pyrope. So strange. Open image in new tab. Let's try that. There we go. Put these lids back on these ink pens and markers and stuff. So this is the Garnet Pyrope that he's got there that he made for his mini. But I am going to do something slightly different. I don't know that I have that character in Hero Forge either, because I don't think he sent it to me. And I didn't make one of him. E, F, G, A. Nope. What's that? What's that? Well, it's here also, so I got it on the character sheet, but I mean, but it's not where I can turn it around or anything, and you know, like. So Garnet is a artificer, I believe. Yeah, artificer. Yeah, and he's an Earth Genasi. I'm surprised John's not up watching this right now. He might be, you know, his schedule's sporadic like mine though, so he could be asleep even, but there's a good chance he's up playing Baldur's Gate 3. I don't want him to be all mean. Be like, hey, how's it going? You know what? Let me see about on Facebook or something real quick. Oh, I can't change it now if I wanted to. Oh well. No big deal. suppose it's no big deal. Remember, Highlander, if your head separates from your neck, it's all over. Okay, that, and that. Big squarish, roundish head. He has Earth Genasi. Let's make him a little bit rocky looking, you know. I think that's also what he was going for with the striations in his face. So the first drawing for anybody watching this, I'm gonna do a giveaway, like 2 things, and like while we're streaming, once we actually have like some viewers coming in and that kind of thing. And for the first drawing, I'll give away at 10 more viewers. So at or 10 more not viewers, followers. So at 208. 208, so 10 more followers anyway. I will do a giveaway where I'll give this image away to whoever. And then the next one will be at 25. And the next one will be at 50. And the next one will be at 100, and so on. Boy. And then I am also going to start putting down in writing what things work how, as far as income and money type of things go with the channel. Giving a possibility. I know some people are just like, well, I don't even want to get paid and whatever, and yeah, that's a valid thought, but at the same time, it's like, well, if everybody else is getting something, even if it's a little, very small something, then, you know, then other people are going to be, that come in will be like, okay, well, I'm kind of getting butthurt that I'm not getting anything. So some will be butthurt, some won't. You know, that's really what it comes down to. I could just say, well, then it all goes toward the channel, and we don't give it out to anybody. But I did that. I would like to. Yep. But that's why I would like to. I'd like to give something out to the people. You know, like, it wouldn't be much, and it wouldn't be whatever. But you know, it could be much eventually over time if, you know, we've got enough followers and people watching constantly. The problem I just see right now is that the D&D viewers, the average viewers for the D&D channels, is like right now, like currently, it's 542 viewers. So, you know, that is what it is. It's like it's not a lot. It goes up a little bit more um, from time to time. But right now, currently, the current art viewers, even though we have two viewers on our channel, I think they're viewers. I think that includes you, Daniel. But regardless, the art viewers that are actually live watching art stuff on Twitch currently is like 8,000, like 8.9 thousand. So figured, well, like let's go into that art category to do the art, because why not? Here we go. So Genasi actually, they have flesh, but like, they look like maybe they came from that plane, like as if they, maybe they're the same color scheme as like Earth, if they're an Earth Genasi, or the same color scheme as fire, or they got like fiery colored hair or eyes. Sometimes in like some of the fantasy depictions, they'll even have like their hair will be fire kind of thing, which is kind of neat depiction. But also, um, I think this is the first time I've ever drawn Garnet. Garnet is kind of unique. He has cornrows, like braids. I didn't eat today. Should probably go eat at some point. I didn't go to sleep till like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock this morning, like after I got off here, because it was still too hot to go to sleep. And my air conditioner or whatever, like they didn't fix whatever, like my power. And then the reason they didn't fix my power is because it wasn't part of the actual brownout that finished it. I mean, it was what caused it, but ultimately it was just a trip breaker, and I didn't realize it was a trip breaker. So I went down there and checked the breakers and stuff, but it didn't look like any were tripped. But it looks like the way they're set up, it only looks like it's partially tripped. And I'm like, oh, okay, well shoot, could have had not gone to bed at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning because I could have had it all taken care of last night. But oh well, thanks to my buddy, he got me all set back on track. I would be playing music while I'm doing this, but I get copyright stricken, so copyright strikes, and then they stop my videos from playing and shit, or they mute them halfway through. I did a music thing on my MaDnEsS channel because I didn't figure they'd get too many copyright strikes doing karaoke type stuff, you know, since that's kind of the thing. And then there's also like, you do this thing, does this stream features branded content, and it's like, okay, well, if you answer that, then shouldn't that kind of like give you a little bit of free use for fair use acts type stuff, you know? But at any rate, it still got part of the thing got muted, and it's like the only person singing these songs is me, you know. But I guess the karaoke music's too close to the original to not, you know, flag a bot or whatever. What's that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, like Suno or something like that. Yeah, Suno or what's that? There's another like Chat GPT related AI thing. But yeah, I get what you mean. And did it say anything? Oh, that's good. Oh, that's true. Right. All right. I'm gonna go BRB real quick. If I can. The BRB. Did I hear someone else hop in as I left? Oh, okay. Thought I heard a bling again. Eating pickles. Hmm. Oh no, BLTs. Oh, just some LTs, huh? All right, so we've got Tharja, and we got Yavor, and we've got Garnet on here. Right. Yeah. Um. So I've got those. Um. Let me wrap this up, and I'm gonna schedule one because I can't really give away anything to viewers and followers and whatever. Can't do the subathon type thing if nobody's there to view or sub. But we'll try it again. But we'll schedule it this time, and we'll try to do it for the daytime so people can come in and watch. That will be, obviously not necessarily the regulars, although we do love the regulars. But the object of the game is to try to get more regulars, as always. And then yeah, everybody should be regulars. Lots of fiber, lots of fiber. So anyway, wrap this up and call it a day for this here stream. And you know what? We'll try to do it again, hopefully sometime this week. Um, Thursday night looks like a good night. Wednesday night might be a good night. We'll see if we can get some of the Wednesday night new campaign cast to come in and sit with us and shoot the breeze, whatever. Uh, and thanks for joining us. If you come and watch, thanks for joining us. In the future people, come over there to Action Surge on Twitch. There, it's twitch.tv/ActionSurge5e, and we'll see you later.